Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That's caught. And he will dive into the end zone. 82 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10. Lock to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Here we go.
On 1st down is Locke. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Locke. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Claws red. Come on, set. Sit. Mega. Ready.
Love to throw it on first down. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That is caught. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Locked to throw on first down. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Lock out of the shotgun. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Ready?
Love to throw on 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packer.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Goff going to look to throw right away. Flush to his right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Goff going to shift him around. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Here's Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Here's Love. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Love looking to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll audible to something else. Jacobs again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Next to score, Packers 7, Lions
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Goff. Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal. Here's Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Love now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Goff now looks to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, Boy, it's a picture-perfect afternoon here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The roof is open, and it is time for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Kevontae Turpin now to return.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6.
Yeah! Here we go. 26.
Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he takes... to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Come on, set.
They run here with Dowdle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. And Lance now to throw.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 55 yards.
And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here we go, set.
Love. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Field, flat. Let's go. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Love. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Cut, cut.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Lance. Being chased out left. That one down the field for Ferguson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut, cut.
The Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession.
Ready. Cut.
To throw, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Now Lance on the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Set, cut. Set.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Ready.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Got it. Opposite. Green. Set. Ready. Ready. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 7.
Shot. 17. Let's go.
Here's Lance to throw it. Looking deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Red, cycle. Set, ready.
Here's Love.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Throwing. Love. Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Jacobs.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go, here we go. Check 2. Ready?
And Watson has it right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
On the set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Black swap. Come on, set.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
A final shot before half for Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Inside the 10.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Now McManus for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Love from the gun on third down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McManus now for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. The Cowboys pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead will shrink to 6. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Love looking to throw it.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
It's Lucas Van Ness there to drop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Flush to his right. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On the run, it's Dowdle. He's got it to the 43 here. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Prescott now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds right around the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Here's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Escaping the pressure right. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, so the Cowboys will go for two here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Flushed out right, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to...
And this is caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson. 47 yards. And the Packers have opened up a two-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just two scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, this is Turpin. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Dancing to his left. And this one is in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Set, ready.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Let's go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down to about the 37.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ready. Trouble, 38.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got the hook up with Downs. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a